4 o'clock on your Monday. Hopefully you've been outside, and then we'd have to remind you that it's mid-October because it is another warm Monday afternoon. But thanks for joining us for 9 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Tom Green.
And I'm Kim Christensen. As we said, just warm, sunny. Now it's sort of feeling September-like.
Very dry.
In the morning, but very dry. Not an ounce of rain anywhere. We got a taste of fall this morning when the sun was peeking up over the downtown skyline. Temperatures were chilly, only in the 40s. Waking up today did not last long, though, because we bounced right back into the 80s this afternoon. Really, by midday, Kathy, you were like,
I know.
Yep, we're getting back there.
I was at the store and I actually got a pumpkin. It just felt weird.
I checked mine the other day thinking they might be squishy already.
Yeah, I know. It's very unusual. But you guys, we've got some changes coming. We have the potential for frost, a freeze, mountain snow, and maybe some rain for Denver, all in the extended forecast. So happy Monday. Today, it is warm, it is dry. We're watching these showers coming into southwestern Colorado. Some of that moisture is not making it all the way to the ground. Really nice visibility today. There's a little bit of haze out there, but a pretty day. The wind is something I'm also tracking because of the elevated fire danger concerns that we have. And some of what you're seeing here is wildfire smoke from Utah and Wyoming. Beautiful day up at Rocky Mountain National Park. We've got 82 in Denver, 83 in Greeley, 72 in Steamboat, 63 in Gunnison, 50s in the Telluride area. And again, the wind coming in out of the northeast has created an elevated fire danger scenario, but it's also helped to keep the worst of the smoke and haze away. There may be a little band of smoke that comes in tomorrow for those of you in northeastern Colorado. The air quality will not be great for Morgan, Sterling, Akron, so we'll be watching that closely for you. So our weather headlines: windy and warm and dry, elevated fire danger, but frost in the forecast, a freeze, and maybe a little bit of mountain snow. Not today, not tonight, and probably not tomorrow, but it's in there. I'll have the timing and impact of that weather change coming up.
Right now, the Department of Corrections say they are looking for this man, an inmate who escaped a Colorado State prison. That inmate's name is Leif Glimpse. They say he escaped from the Arrowhead Correctional Center in Canyon City while serving an 8-year sentence for burglary. They describe him as 5'4", 185 pounds. They say if you see him, don't approach him, but call police right away. The Adams County Sheriff's Office is still looking for the person who shot and killed a boy and hurt another person in Rotella Park on Saturday night.
The shooting happened about 11 o'clock in unincorporated Adams County, north of Denver. So far, investigators haven't been able to get any kind of information on a solid lead. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch spoke with people at that park today, talked about that deadly shooting. Kind of scary, Janelle.
Yeah, absolutely. The Adams County Sheriff's Office couldn't give us many additional details about what happened Saturday night at Rotella Park. But what we do know is a family lost one of their own, and the community is feeling that senseless violence. For people spending a warm fall day at Rotella Park, most had no idea they were walking past a crime scene. Here is where Adams County deputies say someone in a group of 5 to 7 boys pulled out a gun and shot 2 teens. Thornton High School senior Destiny Williams.
So I have this app called Scoops, and it gives you notifications of what's happening in your area.
Heard about the incident on social media. When she found out kids her age were involved, it reinforced a sad truth.
In this generation, it's all about violence, and there's nothing really safe to do anymore.
Yeah.
When you step outside the doors, it's just
violence.
Constantly thinking you're gonna get hurt or you won't be able to step foot back to your bed.
ACSO says one of the teens died. The other was shot in the leg and is expected to recover.
It's just horrible because people don't understand the harm they're doing to other people. They don't understand the harm they're putting in other people's communities. They don't understand that we're all just trying to live our lives and be normal, but they just don't care.
Thornton High School junior Gina Morales says people shouldn't accept violence as the norm.
Be desensitized to everything and be so used to it at such a young age, because I'm 16 years old. She's 17. We're going on to being adults, and we're seeing all this unfold, and it's just getting 10 times worse.
Day by day, actually.
They say when families are broken, no one wins.
You gotta realize there's mothers and fathers that truly care for their kids. And when they're gone, that could be their only child, and you're taking away the only thing they have left to remember somebody.
Some people say the park has been used as a meeting place at night for kids in the area. Others say they have some concerns with walking their pets at night because the park isn't lit well. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Well, first of all, those kids, young people, They listen to the children, as they say. They are so thoughtful, but it's heartbreaking that they are saying, you know, we're desensitized to this. We hear this happening. And as a parent, you think, okay, my kid's going to the park. That's got to be safe. It's a lot.
It's not, yeah, and you can see it here. And it's just like you said, teens shouldn't have to worry about these things.
Yeah, they really summed it up well. We hope we get some answers here. As again, you said, really no solid information about a lead in this case. All right, thank you, Janelle. It's been more than 140 days since the death of Kylan Lewis in Aurora. Tonight, his family and advocates will host a rally in Aurora before tonight's City Council meeting. On Friday, 9 News Investigates broke the news that the police officer who shot and killed him will not face any charges. The family says they learned through the media about the findings. Lewis was unarmed and holding a cell phone in his hand when he was shot in the back. We have a crew at the rally, and we'll bring you updates on air and online on 9news.com.
There's a new app created by CU researchers, and it's hoping to expand on the state's Safe to Tell app, and it could become a one-stop shop for students in need. It's called the Power of One app. It rolled out in July for students in Northeast Denver. Now, the state's Safe to Tell app is a program that allows students to anonymously report safety concerns to police. Now, on this new app, students will report any other concerns they have and get help from specially trained community members rather than law enforcement. Those professionals will help with issues such as homelessness, food insecurity, and mental health.
We have like mental health resources on there that, like, you know, you could talk to somebody. A lot of youth just need somebody to talk to and don't even realize it. So they're not knowing how to process their emotions and going out and inflicting harm on other people. And it's a myriad of problems. And I'm not going to say we have all the solutions, but we have a majority of them on there.
The creators say they're focusing on rolling it out in neighborhoods in Northeast Denver to start. They're speaking to students in schools in Green Valley Ranch, North Park Hill, and Montbello. They hope to eventually expand those resources to make them statewide.
Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Falcon Heavy with Europa Clipper, unveiling the mysteries of an enormous ocean lurking beneath the icy crust of Jupiter's moon, Europa.
That was dramatic, like an opening to a Netflix show, right? Yeah. NASA blasted off its largest spacecraft ever this afternoon. It'll take 5 years to reach its destination, Jupiter's moon, Europa. On board, 9 instruments, including one made at CU Boulder. The instrument, made in Colorado, will collect particles from the moon's surface for the study. We got a look at it last week, just before takeoff.
I'm glad that one of the instruments they're not sending is a bagpipes. You wouldn't want people in other worlds to know the sound of the bagpipes.
Bagpipes are, no. And hear it over and over
Just
again.
Regular scientific instruments, not the musical kind.
Not those instruments.
5 years, we'll see what happens.
Little
should be a good ride.
Flute or something? No.